So you've got low morale for your sales team. How do you tackle it? A few different things that come to mind. Now, the first thing is it's so important to make sure that when you have low team morale, you actually seek to tackle it early and often. If you've got a team that have low morale, they're not going to be productive. You're not going to be in a position where you can drive the types of results that you need to. And so it's something that you don't want to leave to fester over an extended period of time. So here are some tips and some thoughts around how you can make sure that you can tackle this early and often and start to right size the ship so that you can start to move forward. Now, the first thing is to first of all acknowledge where you are right now. People value transparency. They value people who are willing to be open and honest about the current state and the reality. And it doesn't mean the whole thing has to be super doom and gloom, but it does mean that you're open, you're honest, and you're authentic. We're behind target right now. These are my thoughts around why we are here. This is our current state. And when you start with that, it just really sets the stage so that everyone understands the reality of the today before you can start to think about the tomorrow and the path forward. Now, the next thing is to get input from the team as to why they feel we are where we are right now. So if you're 50% of your quota, host a team meeting and ask them, guys, girls, why do you think we are where we are right now? What are all of your thoughts? What do you all feel you could have done better? And what do you think I could have done better? And make it a shared experience, a collaborative experience, so that everyone feels that they have a voice in the room and a voice at the table. It always helps before you start to get into solutions to ideate together and create a shared sense that actually you're coming up with solutions and paths forward together. Team members, people like to feel empowered. And so when you put people in a position where they feel empowered, it can be very, very helpful when you're actually trying to get them bought into any kind of path forward in some way to be able to go out there and progress. The next thing is to collaborate on some of the suggestions. So you may have a point of view around what the right solution is. Put it out there, test it with the team, see what they think, get some of their input, and then start to steer the conversation into more focused solutions, which brings me on to the fourth point, which is to have a solution-orientated mindset. No one likes to ruminate or fester in problems. At a certain point, people want to start to understand, we get the problem, but what's our path forward? How are we going to get out of this? Typically, salespeople are competitive. They want to win. And when they're winning, they feel great and morale often lifts. And so it's important to note that there's always going to be this focus on being solution-orientated, being performance-driven. And when that is the case and when you're winning, people are happy. Morale always rises by virtue of great performance and people excelling in that particular regard. The last aspect here is to be fluid, be willing to A/B test with some of the solutions that you decide to come up with. Ultimately, it's very difficult to sometimes come out of these sessions, come up with a solution, get fixated on it, and then just expect it to work. Things happen, things change, right? You look at the current climate that we're in, so hard to predict, and it's no different with people's behaviors and the way people feel about things. So you want to retain a level of fluidity that to say, look, we're going to try this, we're going to run this for a particular period of time, and then we're going to optimize. We're willing to make adjustments if we need to. You've always got to have big pillars as a sales leader for the things that you always keep the team focused on. Performance and revenue, for example, certain behaviors that you want to encourage. But you also need a level of fluidity so that you can pivot, make adjustments and make changes where necessary to make sure that you're always optimizing best-in-class performance at any given time, and you don't remain static when in fact there's a better opportunity for you to make an improved difference. If you need any more support with this type of stuff, please check out the description box where I have some links for more informed coaching plans. Beyond that, I hope this video has been helpful in some way, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.